Hey, welcome back to another installment of the Kitchen Quickie. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but I was feeling a little frisky tonight, so you're in luck. So, on tonight's episode of Kitchen Quickie, I got a project that I've been putting off for a while. I wanted to do this around Halloween, didn't get around to it. Holidays came and went, I was going to do it, didn't get around to it. So, you know what, with Valentine's Day in the horizon, I figured what better time to try this little project out and put it on the Kitchen Quickie. So, normally you see me make like a quick little dish on the Kitchen Quickie, but tonight's going to be a little different. I'm going to think about dessert. And not only just dessert, but one of my favorites, candy. I'm going to show you how to make your own candy bars right here at home. I mean, what better way to say, you know, I love you, or happy Valentine's Day, or whatever the fuck you want to say with candy, right? Now, any schmuck will go out and buy a box of, Russell Stover's Hearts or whatever, but that doesn't take any creativity. But if you make them candy, I mean, you girls, you can make you guys candy, guys, same thing, all right? So one of my personal favorite candy bars is a Butterfinger. Always loved them when I was a kid, but things always taste better when you were a kid, and when you're an adult, you try it, not so much. So, a long time ago, I learned how to make this, and it's just been a fucking hit ever since. So, it's real simple. You're gonna need about 3 ingredients. One, and some of this might surprise you, candy corn. So I always stockpile this shit around Halloween because I always know I'm gonna make this stuff. And like I said, usually I make these for the holidays and so on and so forth, but whatever. So you need about a pound of candy corn, just regular candy corn. And if you can't find it in the stores, you can actually go online on Amazon and probably buy it. You're gonna need about 18 ounces of peanut butter. So I'm using about a 15-ounce jar, and I got 3 ounces on the side here. Just any kind of peanut butter you like. I like the Skippy all natural one. And you're gonna need about 12 to 24 ounces of melting chocolate. Depends on how chocolatey you want these. Sometimes I like to double dip them. So you can use light milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you like. I'm using dark chocolate because that's what I like. And that's it. It's really that simple. So first you start off with the candy corn. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in the microwave. You're going to nuke it for about 30 seconds. Okay, you're going to do this in intervals. So you're going to go in 30-second intervals. You nuke it for 30 seconds, give it a stir, nuke it for another 30 seconds, and so on until it's all nice and melted. So let me show you how we do that. While that's nuking, let me talk to you about the next step. So once you got your candy corn all melted nice, then you're going to stir in your peanut butter, all right? And once you get that all incorporated, you're going to lay it out in a 9 by 13 inch cookie sheet. Stick it in the fridge for about 20-25 minutes until it solidifies, and you're going to take it out, cut it into bars, and dip it in the chocolate. So hang with me and you'll see how this whole thing comes together. Trust me, you'll never buy another Butterfinger again. Okay, so our candy corn's done. As you can see, that's the kind of consistency you want. You want it to be all nice and melted down, and then you're going to start stirring in your peanut butter. Now, if this starts to tighten up while you're turning it, just nuke it for another 10-15 seconds. So I'm going to start with my 3-ounce side car peanut butter here. And like I said, I got a 15-ounce jar coming up next. So you want to get all of that in there. Okay. Use a little spatula here. Alright. These rubber spatulas you can't have enough of them when making this. Alright. So we got that. Done with that guy. And we're going to grab a butter knife just to kind of get this out of here. Actually, I have one right here. Look at that. I came prepared. Okay. Now, when the candy corn and the peanut butter mix, it actually gives it that little crispy, crunchy kind of filling that you find typically in a Butterfinger. Actually, I think it's even a little bit better than that because it kind of is a little bit more on the peanut buttery side than the candy side. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more candy-ish, I guess, you could always just use more candy corns. If you want it to be a little bit more on the peanut butter side, like I do, then you use more peanut butter. So I find the 18-ounce to a pound ratio works really well with this. But hey, it's candy. Fuck around with it. Okay? So we're gonna get our peanut butter in here. I'm gonna get this all incorporated and you'll see how that looks. Okay, so we got our mixture all incorporated. You want it nice and lumpy like that, okay? Because that's what's going to give it that candy bar type of texture that you're used to with a Butterfinger. Okay, as you can see, I got my peanut butter candy corn mixture all laid out nicely in a 9 by 13 inch parchment lined sheet pan. Now this I'm going to just stick in the fridge for about 30 minutes until it solidifies, and then you can cut it and dip it and you're ready to go. Pretty simple. The hardest part is just mixing the peanut butter and the candy corn together. It takes a little bit of patience. So let's stick around and you'll see how this turns out. Okay, so we got our peanut butter squares out of the fridge. They're nicely cooled. So what I did was I just lined them up on a cutting board. And I'm going to show you a neat little trick on how I cut these. So I like to use the edge of the pan as a guide, and I use the pizza wheel. Very simple. So I just want to measure this out. So you want like a nice little perfect square. Leave that down like that. You take the pizza wheel right along the edge. Bam, done. Look at that. Perfectly cut. So we got these all separated. We're going to separate all these. I'm going to melt the chocolate. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to do that in the microwave same way. Dip them and get them ready to get all nice and happy. So hang out. We'll be right back. Okay, so for the candy part, okay, I'm using these little like chocolate meltaways. You can get these in any like arts and crafts kind of store. I mean, you could use chocolate chips if you want. You can melt them over a double boiler with a little shortening, but these are really easy. The shortening's already added to it, and it's actually a pretty good quality chocolate. So I'm going to do this right in the microwave. So what you want to do is you want to put it on the defrost setting for about 1 minute. You're going to do it in defrost settings for 1 minute intervals. You nuke it, give it a stir, nuke it again, give it a stir. You're going to do that until it's completely melted. Do not add liquid to this. Otherwise, it'll seize up on you. Okay, so be careful with this, but this is an easy way to do it. Okay, this is what microwaves are made for. Okay, so our chocolate's done. Took a little longer than I thought, but you want to take your time with that because you don't want to rush it. If you rush it, it melts too quick and it becomes a friggin' mess. So first, we're going to start with our peanut butter square. We're going to dip it in our chocolate. Now, you may have to reheat the chocolate a few times. That's okay. Like I said, just low and slow. Give it a stir and let it melt on its own. So there you go. You want to get a nice little coating of chocolate, put it on our parchment, and when we're all done, we'll stick that back in the fridge, let them cool, and before you know it, we're going to have ourselves some nice, crispity, crunchity, deliciously delightful Butterfingers. Hang out, watch this. Okay, so we got our chocolate all dipped and ready to go. Take a look at that. I mean, look how cute, look how beautiful that looks. Now, I'm going to do a little side by side. I'm going to take one of my bars here, okay? And I'm going to take one of theirs, you know, the original. Now, take a quick look at these two. Huh? Okay, let's just do a little taste test. That's what the inside of a Butterfinger original looks like. That's the inside of a new and improved one. Pretty crunch? That is a goddamn Butterfinger. Wow, it's good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Neighborhood Kitchen. So when you're done watching this, get in the kitchen, make some candy, give it to your sweetheart for Valentine's Day, and I'll see you when I see you.